Well, hello again. We're on the outside of the garden today. I just talked to you about a few other things that I didn't really mention the other day. First of all, I was talking about the, maybe see them back there, the Roma tomatoes that I like to grow along with the little cherry tomatoes. They last a lot longer in the refrigerator. And as mine start going bad, what I do is I don't toss them out. I don't like wasting food. I do have a compost pile, but what I also like to do is to dry them. I dry everything. Anything I can't eat, I dry, from fruit to vegetables, everything else. I put it in my little dryer, and life is good. And I can eat it whenever I want to, rehydrate it. It's every bit as good as it was. I was also talking about the scallions, which are great, and I just grow them from store waste after I buy it from the store. And after I eat it, the waste, the root part, is what I plant. And the peppers that I plant, the bell peppers, the sweet peppers, the jalapeno peppers, I didn't mention all the different types of peppers, but those and tomatoes don't sprout all at the same time. Like if you had a peach tree, all the peaches seem to come right at the same minute. The birds always seem to get mine first. They know the day before I'm ready to pick them when they're going to pick them. But anyway, the jalapenos, the peppers of all kinds, the tomatoes, they all just keep growing and growing and growing. They get some yellow flowers on them, and then they get pollinated, and then they grow into fruit, and they just keep going and going and going. And here in Arizona, they can go all year long for the most part until it gets really, really cold. So for a couple of months, they kind of shut down. And during the middle of summer, when it's super hot, they kind of shut down as well, because it's just too damn hot for them. So anyway, what I also do out here, I'm on the other side of this dog pen right now. The part of the garden we're looking at is only the 10 by 10 area in the front of my yard. I mean, I've got a couple acres, few acres over here, but we're only looking at this little bit in the front yard. I plant all kinds of stuff. I got plenty of water for the puppies to play in. I also use it for irrigation. But what I also do is I use these totes, water totes. I pick them up for $50, $75 each, and I have them collecting water off my roof. If you can see that, nothing fancy, but it works. It collects a lot of water. These are almost full. We're expecting rain tonight and tomorrow, so hopefully I have enough room in these before they're overly full. So you'd be surprised, even in Arizona, where we get maybe 12 inches of rain a year and we have 8 feet of evaporation a year, we can even store some water and such. Anyway, this is kind of panning around through some of the other things here, but here's something else too. This collects water off the roof. I don't know if you can see it with the sun and everything. I can't see the lens on this, or the screen on this camera. But in here, I got some more water that I collect. In here, I don't know if you can see all the movement when there's movement, but there's mosquito minnows. I bought, I don't know, I think the guy was selling them for, I think it was $10 a dozen or something. They're kind of pricey. And I had them inside in a 10-gallon, or I think it was 10-gallon aquarium. There's still some in there. There's like 6 of them in there, and they're propagating like hell. But as soon as I put them in here, I put like, I don't know, a couple dozen in here. All of a sudden I got thousands. I don't know about thousands, but hundreds and hundreds I do have, without any exaggeration. And they're in there, and they eat the hell out of the mosquitoes. I don't know if you can see the little bit of turbulence there is on top of the water. That's all from these little mosquito minnows. And then what I did today, changing the subject again, going back over towards the new lawnmower, looking at one of the dogs, Broccolino. Brocky is his name. I didn't name him. The girl who gave him to me named him. But coming back over here, there's the skid steer again. We'll go into that again some later date and time. But what I did is I went to the cabbage plants that are growing, and I went ahead and pruned off some leaves. Again, I'm not getting the heads of cabbage yet. They're getting ready to form, I think, 3 or 4 heads on that one little one. But on this one here, I just pruned off some of the lower leaves that aren't really doing anything. I'll take them inside, wash them, put them in a plastic bag, put them in the refrigerator, and they'll be great. But what I also do out here is take these. That's one of the medium-sized horseradish leaves, and they're great on sandwiches. They too, like the cabbage, kind of crispy, which is good. But I'll clean them up and I'll plant them in the house, in the refrigerator in a plastic bag, and just trim off what I want when I'm ready to eat. And they have a slight horseradish taste, which I like. And really good on sandwiches for me anyway. I love them. And this film is in dedication for my oldest son, who called up and said they're bored at work and they watched all 3 of my videos so far. They wanted me to come out here and make another video. Well, I was going to make it funny, but they're at work. I don't want to, have to humor them too much. I'd rather they suffer a little bit while they're at work. They're paying my Social Security. So, anyway, I want them to work. I don't want them just sitting around or anything. So I didn't want to make this too humorous or exciting or fun to watch or anything. Just kind of a dry one. But anyway, there's what I'm planting, and there's what I'm harvesting today for my sandwiches and stuff. I'm going to make, I think, fried bologna. I like fried bologna. I also like salami sandwiches. I like all kinds of sandwiches. But cabbage is so much, for me, nicer and crispier. It's not all wilty like lettuce gets and stuff. This is cabbage on a sandwich. It's just wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down and say hasta la bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one.